Imagine a creature so terrifying, so monstrously unnatural, that sailors would rather face certain death than sail into its waters. A beast with 12 gnashing dog-like heads, 6 long serpentine necks, and a voice like the shrieking of 1,000 dying men. What if I told you this wasn't just a myth, but a legend born from something horrifyingly real beneath the sea? This is the story of Scylla, the nightmare that haunted the dreams of ancient mariners. A creature so terrifying that even Homer himself feared to describe her in too much detail. Was she a myth, a misunderstood natural phenomenon, or something far darker that still lurks in the shadows of the deep? In the mythologies of ancient Greece, Scylla wasn't always a monster. Some tales claim she was once a beautiful sea nymph, admired by gods and mortals alike, but jealousy runs deep in the divine world. According to one legend, Amphitrite, the sea goddess and wife of Poseidon, transformed Scylla out of spite. In another version, it was the sorceress Circe who, driven by jealousy over the affections of the sea god Glaucus, brewed a potion that corrupted Scylla's body forever. Her lower half became a writhing mass of sea serpents, her belly sprouted barking canine heads, and she became trapped in a rocky cave along the straits of Messina, cursed to devour sailors for eternity. But what if there's more to the story? Could these tales be ancient interpretations of something real, a warning encoded in myth? The legend of Scylla is inseparable from the treacherous waters of the Strait of Messina, a narrow sea passage between mainland Italy and the island of Sicily. This strait has long been a place of peril, where strong currents, whirlpools, and submerged rocks have doomed countless ships. Ancient sailors believed it to be haunted, and no wonder even today, navigation through this passage remains challenging. Right across from Scylla's lair in the myths was another horror. Charybdis, a monstrous whirlpool. Together they created an impossible choice: steer too close to Scylla and lose your crew, or head toward Charybdis and risk being swallowed whole. It was from this deadly geography that the phrase "between Scylla and Charybdis," meaning between two evils, was born. But could this location have inspired the legend in the first place? Our most vivid description of Scylla comes from Homer's epic, the Odyssey. As Odysseus sails home from Troy, he is warned by Circe of the two sea monsters. Forced to make an impossible decision, Odysseus steers closer to Scylla's side, sacrificing 6 of his men in a horrifying instant. Homer describes Scylla as yapping horribly from her cave, snatching sailors one by one with her monstrous heads. Her attack is swift, chaotic, and inevitable. But what if Homer's tale wasn't just poetic drama? Consider this. Sailors in ancient times may have actually encountered strange creatures or deadly rock formations, things they couldn't explain, which later turned into myths. The sea has always been a place of mystery, and Scylla may be an allegory for real dangers that couldn't be explained until now. What if Scylla was inspired by something real, something terrifying that ancient sailors witnessed but couldn't understand? One theory suggests that Scylla may have been inspired by giant squid or oarfish deep-sea creatures that look monstrous and were rarely seen. Another theory points to the unique geography of the Strait of Messina. Underwater caves, sudden wave surges, and sharp outcrops could easily be interpreted as attacks from a creature hiding within the rocks. There's also the psychological factor. Maritime hallucinations, seasickness, and fear can amplify myths. Combine that with real shipwrecks and terrifying sounds echoing through sea caves, and suddenly the idea of Scylla doesn't seem so far-fetched. Perhaps she wasn't a monster in the literal sense, but a personification of nature's wrath. The oceans still hold 80% of their mysteries. We have mapped Mars more thoroughly than we have explored our own seafloor. Could Scylla be just one of many myths born from the ocean's hidden truths? Maybe she was never just a monster. Maybe she was a warning, a tale passed through generations to respect the sea's unpredictability, its savagery, and its silence. Next time you stand at the edge of the water and peer into the abyss, ask yourself, is there still something down there? Something ancient and watchful? Something with many heads waiting?